Good evening, Instagram Live. This is Terry Topcat. It's coming up to 25 to 9 on Sunday, the 28th of March. I'm going to be joined by the fabulous Koehl. Hopefully, he's going to be joining me. And the few of you that I was doing the test run will join again. And Kobe's all the way in New York City. And we'll be talking about lots of different subjects. I'm going to play some music of his as well. So let's just waiting for the fabulous Kobe to join. Here we go. Now I'm going to send him a message. There we go. So Kobe, I've sent you the request. Go live. Did you get it?
How's it going?
Oh, there you are. You're looking fabulous as always. I love the trilby. You do rock them really
Thank
well.
you so much. Is it on? Am I on?
You are.
Am I on?
And the light is fantastic too.
What's going on, sweetheart? How's the UK?
You know what? We're coming out of lockdown in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It feels like it's been like forever. Hi, Denise, the wonderful Denise. You've met my lovely friend Denise. She came and saw you perform as well, all the way in New Jersey. Yeah, so I'm itching to go to the charity shops just to go out, see some friends. So how's it been for you? Because I know COVID and, lockdown has been really harsh in New York City.
Well, listen, it's been a hell of a year. I mean, 4 years of Trump and 1 year of COVID. I need shock treatment therapy after this. It's been really difficult, but I'm an optimist and I'm excited about life. And, we got to keep on going. It's been really hard. I lost a lot of friends due to COVID, some for other reasons, a lot of death. And it's just been really, really hard. It just, I don't know. It's going to take a while to actually recover from it.
Yeah.
But I think music is going to ultimately be the thing that keeps me, happy.
Well, saying that, music and friends, because we've been in contact quite a lot. We've been chatting 2-3 times a week, whatever hours, because we're both night owls. And hearing your speaking voice, let alone your singing voice, always brings me up and gives me joy. And then talking about your music, I've told you about this band. There's this band called Velvet Starlings. I was getting pretty low. My life state and my mood was pretty low. I was getting really depressed because, like you, I'm a people person. I like to go out and meet people, go and see live gigs, and everything stopped, obviously. And then I was sent the 2 albums by this amazing kid called Christian Gisborne, and by his dad. And that was the kind of the start of me kind of briefly going out for walks, and then going out for more regular walks, and then listening to loads of music, and then you sending me some videos of music of stuff that you've done and other artists as well. And that's kind of like kept me saying, like you say, music is a savior, especially times like this.
Absolutely. I mean, it really can transport your whole mood and help you get through the rough times. I've also been doing a lot of writing, working on some scripts, and I've written musicals before, and I'm getting back into it. I had a lot of time, and I think being creative is a savior of mine personally. It helps me get through the rough times. But this has been exceptionally hard. A lot of death, a lot of loss of life, friends. You just got to keep on trucking. Thank God Trump is out.
You get out my head, because I was just about to say, thank God Biden won, because I dread to think what it would have been like if he got another 4 years. Oh,
we'd be dead already, especially New York. He's out for New York. He's out for blood because, New York is going to take him down. And he's a vengeful cunt. I mean, sorry, can I say that? I mean, you're English. I could say cunt. He's just horrible. So God bless him. May he rot in hell.
So speaking of something more positive, I've never told you this. We met on Facebook. I don't know, we probably had some mutual friends. So talking of mutual friends, I want to say a big happy birthday to Frank Inman. That's Frank's birthday today.
Yes.
And also a big shout out to the wonderful Dusty O, because I was doing like a little prelude of the interview saying, join me, da 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 da. And that's the first time Dusty O kind of joined, looked at my Instagram, and I'm very honored because he's such a legend, a legend. And then he was like, and he was
Absolutely.
saying some really lovely things about you, and you know, mostly about you, not much so me, because I haven't really met him that much. Have you met him?
I actually have to say, Dusty O was so wonderful to me when I was in London. The first night I landed there, he gave me a platform. I sang at, I think it was something JoJo's, Madam
Oh,
JoJo's.
that's yeah. Unfortunately, it's closed. Might
No,
reopen.
it was called it was Tranny
Danny
Shack.
Shack at
I think it
JoJo's,
was called.
yes.
Yeah. And he gave me a platform. He was exceptionally friendly and very loving and kind towards me. He gave me some really good advice. And he actually set me on my path of how I should handle myself while I'm there. And he's just a wonderful person. He's writing a book, which I can't wait to read. It's just, he's a hairdresser and an artist and
Amazing.
a performer.
I love it.
He's just an
Yeah.
incredible person. I love his paintings. So I'm really honored that he even knows who I am, you know. Dusty O, God bless.
Big love to you, Dusty. And you said, maybe I should interview him. That would be such an honor.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about you. So, like I said, we met on Facebook, and I remember I messaged you. I've never told you this. I messaged you one time. That's before we knew each other. And I said, oh, I'd love to meet you. And you're like, oh, Chad, I'm in the studio. And I'm like, really? And I felt like, oh, okay. And then the next time I came, we met. And then it felt so natural meeting you. I mean, you know, we actually chatted on the phone that for a couple of hours, wasn't it? Maybe.
Well, this must have been a while ago.
This was a while ago. Yes, it is a while ago. This was probably like 4 or 5 years ago when I came one time to New York, and then you were busy, you couldn't meet me. Then we spoke on the phone, and we just connected about music and everything, really.
Well, listen, you're an exceptional person. You're kind-hearted. Your passion about music is wonderful. You know what you're talking about. You have great taste. Didn't I name you the Tastemaker?
You know what? I've got to give you credit. So UK Tastemaker, that's by Koehl, because you said that, and I've used that ever since. So copyright that.
You're like a coffee maker, the Tastemaker.
Yeah. Anyway, talking of music, I got you a little present. So do you have a record player?
I don't, but I'm really thinking of getting one because I bought a double album of Shirley Bassey of a record. It was actually an 8-track that my mother had. It was like, remember the 8-tracks in the 70s?
Yeah.
When I was a little boy, I used to listen to Shirley Bassey and pretend to be her and sing to this it's like a double record. It's got like 40 songs on it. And she's wearing like this fur and the feet of some animal, an ostrich, I think. She's absolutely beautiful, but the feet of the ostrich is pretty grotesque. But the album is really great, and I found it still in the plastic, brand new, and it's been sitting here, and I'm dying to listen to it. So I'm really thinking about investing in.
Next time I come to New York, we'll have to go like shopping for a record player. And
yeah, you can buy one for like $60 now. You know,
you can, and I'm going to give you this.
Why? What did you get me? What'd you get? Oh, Tina Marie. You know, I worship Tina Marie.
I know you love Tina.
Which song is that?
Lips to Find You.
Great song.
Is it? I don't know it.
Oh my God, great song. You know, Tina Marie, we talked about her before, I think.
Yeah.
She was the first white woman to be signed to Motown.
Not true. That was Kiki D.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I don't think so. It was Tina Marie.
I better Wikipedia later.
Yeah, you should, because I mean, you might be right, but as far as I know, and I don't know everything, but I know a lot.
Kudos anyway for a white woman, any white woman, to be signed to a Motown label, right?
And she's actually a legend. I mean, she played 14 instruments. She wrote some of the greatest ballads of all time before R. Kelly. You know, these long 4-part.
We have to say that word.
10 minute R&B operas. I mean, just brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I mean, if you're going to look up Tina Marie, look up Casanova Brown, Dear Lover, Yes Indeed. She's playing the piano and singing her ass off. It's phenomenal. Yes, producing it. I mean, she's just an icon. And also there's a bill named after her. You know, she changed the laws about music and ownership of music. So I think it's called the Brockett Bill, and it's named after her because her real name was Brockett, her last name. Anyway, I love Tina Marie, and thank you for that record.
You're so welcome. So let's talk about live music and performing, because I've seen you twice in New York City, and you know your little space that you have, and it's nice and intimate. And you know, it's only one instrument, you and the piano, you with a accompanist on piano. And you know, you know, I don't bullshit. You're one of the greatest singers I've ever seen perform live, and I didn't see George
So
as a solo. I saw him as Wham, and that's different. You know, I put you up there with George. You know, I put you, Michael.
thank you.
You're incredible, and you have that amazing sense of humor, that likability. So you know, people see you perform on stage, and you know, you keep them amused. You know, kind of like Grace Jones in a way, but in the sense of,
Thank you.
in the sense of, you know, keeping the audience so fascinated and entertained. And then, you know, she does it with her movements because of, you know, she used to be a model and she knows how to work that stage, and you just kill it with your voice, honey. You just really do.
Thank you. Listen, I really feel blessed that I still have a platform to do it in New York. I'm going on my 25th year of performing live on my own. I've had bands, but I really find it singing with a pianist in a small, intimate setting is really wonderful. And I have a great pianist. I've been working with him for years and years and years. His name is Jan
I
Flamanda.
met you.
Just
Yeah. I wanted to post that
just an
interview.
incredible human
Oh,
being.
look, there's Dusty. Dusty.
Dusty, oh, we just spoke about you highly and beautifully because you're magnificent and I love you. Thank you for your love and support. You're just amazing. Can't wait to read your book.
And yeah.
Can't wait.
Dusty, I'd love to interview you one day, and thank you for joining. What an honor, absolute honor. And you know, if you
Yes,
watch earlier in this
absolutely.
interview, we were both gushing about you.
We were.
True words, true words. No
Love
bullshit
you.
on here. So let's talk about your music. So you let's talk about the amazing. Let's start with Frankie Knuckles. So the legend that was
Oh,
Frankie Knuckles. So you know, you know quite a few legends. Also, there's the wonderful Man Parrish, who you've done some songs with, and Boy George, and the wonderful John Themis. But let's start with Frankie Knuckles, because I'm gonna play you one track that you've done, you covered of Nina Simone. And there's no male artist I've ever heard sing Nina Simone like that. And I want to also mention a big shout out to the wonderful She Sends Her Love, Countess Alex Zapak, because she's a massive major Nina Simone fan, and she was going crazy when she heard this. And she's another amazing artist, and she adores
I
you.
think she's brilliant. She's a brilliant vocalist in her own right, the Countess.
Absolutely.
I'm obsessed with her. Don't tell him. So the thing about Frankie Knuckles is that I recorded a rehearsal with my band. We were doing a Nina Simone tribute, and it was recorded. It was basically a rehearsal. It was a sound check the day before the show to get the levels, the lights, you know, all of that stuff. Preparation is key. And it was recorded, and I played it for Frankie Knuckles, and he said that I should put it out because he thought it was so amazing. The thing about it, it's not mixed. It's just a live recording. There's no trickery. There's no reverb. It's not, you know, it's not manipulated in any way. I'm a little sick, a little. I even have a little bit of a cold, a little bit of a raspiness in my voice, which I think added to the feeling of the songs. And so I'm putting out this EP because Frankie Knuckles told me to, and I recently just found the master recording after not finding it for 15 years. I mean, it was recorded in 2005. And, you know, moving around and traveling and stuff, I just lost it. And I was really in desperate need to find it. And during COVID, I found it. And there's actually an hour and a half worth of songs on there, but I just picked the best. So it's like 28 minutes. It's all Nina Simone covers. And I'm really proud of it. So I'm going to put it out and call it the Soundcheck Sessions and dedicate it to Frankie Knuckles, who actually inspired me to put it out. He was a great supporter of mine. He wrote me some incredible, beautiful emails that I will cherish forever. And it's tragic that he's passed on because we were going to work on a record as he was getting ill, and it's unfortunate, but I'm blessed to have known him, you know.
Absolutely. And we'll talk about other
He was really a beautiful, incredible, loving, generous, kind person, like out of this world. You don't see people like that. He was very special.
yeah.
So I'm grateful to him for the love and support that he gave.
So we're going to talk about other covers because there's again a rehearsal of I'm Not Perfect But I'm Perfect for You, originally done by Grace Jones and Chris, who was my ex-flatmate and friend, and you've met the lovely Chris, and he loves you too. He loves that, you know. Hopefully one day we can play.
Oh, does he? Does he like the I'm Not Perfect?
Yes, of course. I told you that.
Oh, cool.
Maybe we hope to get him to play it to Grace one day. But anyway, coming back to the Nina Simone, the sound check sessions, I'm going to play a brief, like almost 3 minutes of In the Dark, which thank you for sending me today. So let's see.
I actually think in this one I kind of sound like Etta James rather than Nina Simone, because you could tell that I'm a little scratchy, and so the tone is a little. I like it because you never sing the same way twice, and it's like it's a painting. Every painting is different. Ask Dusty O, she'll tell you. So it's every song, every performance is unique in its own right. So I love the sound of my voice in this because it is gritty, it is raw, and I think this particular one, it's not too long. I don't want to bore them, so it's only like 2.5 minutes long. But I think here I sound more like Etta James.
Okay, well, still another legend. So here we go. In the Dark from the Soundcheck sessions, hopefully to be released soon by the wonderful Koehl.
Thank you so much.
And big up to Jan as well. Was Jan on this?
John is playing the piano.
Sounding all right?
It's just you and I. Not a sound. Not one sigh. Just the beat of my pulse in the dark.
You know, the song is about fucking.
That's funny to me.
Now in the dark, dark.
Jan is playing the piano amazing, isn't he? Brilliant.
When you press those fingertips against my lips and you beg me to keep so still in the dark. But soon this day
I lost you for a minute.
No, sorry. We're back.
It's all right.
what the rest have left behind. Let them dance. We're gonna follow hands, Lord, in the dark. Yes, in the dark.
If I wasn't holding my phone, I'd be giving you a massive applause.
Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing, Coby. And that's just a rehearsal.
Thank you. It was a rehearsal, but sometimes you can't replicate a moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is like the third time I've interviewed you, and I've been fortunate enough to interview many people, and you're probably one of the most fun ones because you always make me howl with laughter, and you're so interesting and fascinating, and you know, we've become really good friends over this. Yeah, not that long actually, maybe in probably 5 or 6 years. And you're one of my favorite people. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you so much. Well, listen, it takes one to know one, and I'm not friends with everybody. So
Don't I know it?
I appreciate your friendship, and actually, I appreciate your support and your belief
Always,
in me.
always.
It's priceless, and I'm grateful for you. So thank you again.
Okay.
And you came all the way to New York to see my $20 show.
Yeah, I did.
Which was amazing.
And it was
away from the
L'Oreal, Koby. L'Oreal.
I'm worth
Absolutely. Okay, so I want to play another. So you've been to London before. So briefly, you came once. Boy George flew you out, and you worked
twice.
Did you? Okay.
He flew me out twice.
And you worked with him and the wonderful John Themis. And I want to play "Walk on the Wild Side."
Well, I just want to say, John Themis, another exceptional, brilliant, kind human being. Just so amazing to me the whole time I was there. It was such a pleasure to work with him in the studio, and I just cherish him and the time that we shared together. I would love to work with him again. I mean, I'm not sure that it could even happen. I hear that he's retired. We've been in touch recently, and he's just, I mean, he's amazing. I actually love John Themis. He's just such an incredible, beautiful person.
So if people don't know, he was
a brilliant talent.
Yes.
Brilliant fucking talent.
And he was a guitarist with Culture Club, other than Roy and Boy George, for many, many years. And the last time I met John was there was a place off Bond Street in town, and it was a place called Gigi's, and it was Russian owned, and Chris Jones, Grace's brother, used to DJ there. So it was kind of like a really good hangout place. And then one time, I think it was for someone's birthday, Grace turned up with Boy George, and John Themis was there. Oh. And all the paparazzi were outside, taking pictures of George and Grace. And then he took a picture of me and George, but I never got the picture from him. But such a lovely man. And his son was there too, and his son was amazing too. So big love to John Themis.
All of his kids, and they're all beautiful. His kids are gorgeous.
Sure.
His wife is born. His wife is born on my birthday. So
really?
Another reason to get along, because we're both Scorpios. His whole family they're just incredible people. You know who else was really amazing to me when I was in London, besides Boy George and John Themis and Dusty O, is Philip Salom was really great. I love it. I went to his house a couple of times for dinner. His parents,
nice
a beautiful home. Absolutely. And he was just wonderful. So listen, I feel so fortunate to have been in the presence of such greatness, because they're just incredible people.
Sure. I want to read out a comment. Denise said, "That was fantastic. I definitely want that EP when it comes out." Well, you and me both.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is one of the songs that you worked with Boy George and John Themis. This is it's a bit longer, but it's such a great cover. Do you want to introduce the track?
Is it the Walk on the Wild Side one? So John Themis produced it with Boy George, and he's actually playing the guitar, and he was the engineer on it as well. And I actually sang Walk on the Wild Side as a duet with George when we performed together, when I opened up for him in concert. And we were actually going to sing this as a duet. For some reason, it didn't happen that way, but we ended up doing it with just an acoustic guitar. And I love the version of it because it's very simple, and it's very different than the original. I'm doing all the backgrounds myself, and I'm really proud of some of the songs that George and I did together, and this happens to be one of them. This one and Death of Samantha are the two highlighted tracks.
That's fantastic George. Too. Maybe I'll play that as well. So, okay, so this is Walk on the Wild Side.
Okay.
Too loud, or it's okay?
I would turn it down a little bit. Perfect.
Holly came from Miami, FLA. He tracked away across the USA. Plucked her eyebrows on the way, shaved her legs, and then he was a she said, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side." She said, "Hey she, take a walk on the wild side." Candy came from out on the island. In In the back room, she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head. Even when she was giving head, she said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. She said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. And I colored girl sing.
I love the video you sent me of this as well.
Thank you.
Oh, my lovely friend Bev says, wow, I love that. Thank you.
Everybody has to pay and pay. Hustle here and a hustle there. New York City's the place where they can say, yo, Joe, take a walk on the wild side. They said, hey, Joe, take a walk on the wild side. Sugar Plum Fairy came and hit the streets, looking for soul food and a place to eat. Went to the Apollo, you should have seen him go. Hey baby, take a walk on the wild side. They said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. Jackie's just speeding away.
I love that.
Thought she was James Dean for a day. Then I guess she had to crash. Valium would have felt that fast. She said, hey baby, take a walk on the wild side. She said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. And walk on the wild side. And I got that girl sing.
So, just to let you know
Sorry?
that I got to sing this song as a duet with Holly Woodlawn, who the first verse is written about, at a live performance here in New York. She asked me to come on stage with her.
Oh, wow.
Even though it was unrehearsed and everything, it was and it was a little bit it didn't turn out that great, but it was still an honor to sing the duet with her.
Absolutely.
And
Death of Samantha, because I didn't know about this song, and then I heard it, and then you got a lovely message from who originally made it, didn't you?
I got a message from Yoko Ono. She actually posted a message on YouTube under a live performance video that I made of it. And that was really an honor that she acknowledged me and gave me the love and support of covering her song. I mean, I was really honored by that.
Okay.
Did we lose each other?
Yes, we did. I'm going to play a little bit because it's a bit long, because we want to chat more. So this is Kobe's version of Death of Samantha, originally done by the wonderful Yoko Ono.
Don't forget that John Themis is playing the guitar and it was produced by him.
There you go. Thank you. This is fantastic. I'm going to try and put the video, see if you can see it.
People say I'm cool, yeah.
This is the original. I haven't heard the original actually.
Every day I thank God that I'm such a cool chick, baby.
Love the images, Shirley.
Shirley
When I'm
Bassey.
on the phone, I thank God.
I know you love Madonna.
My voice sounds smooth and clear without a trace of tears. When I'm at work, still have that smile Ma used to say, let her day. Something inside me, something inside me died that day.
That's an iconic picture of Gaga.
People say I'm cool, yeah. I'm a cool chick, baby. Every day I thank God that I'm such a cool chick, baby.
Wonderful Nina.
When I'm with people, I thank God I can talk it while I'm crying inside. When I'm with friends, I thank God I can light a cigarette.
So that's fantastic. That's Death of Samantha by the wonderful Koby Koehl featuring John Themis on guitar.
What happened to your volume? I can't hear you.
Oh, has it gone low? Should be better now. Is that better now?
No.
Really? My volume's gone straight to the top.
It's very, very muted.
Is it? Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Maybe I'll speak louder. Is that better?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, I love your apartment. So you live in Harlem, don't you? So Harlem, New York City.
I live in West Harlem. Let me try. Maybe it's my volume. No.
Okay, hopefully it'll be better. Is that any better?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I could barely hear you, but it's fine. I live in West Harlem. I've been here for about 10 years, and I love it here. It's very diverse. It's culturally, I love my mixed neighborhood, different cultures, different races. I live in a building with, you know, from Dominicans to Africans to the gay guy across the street. I mean, it's just a great area. This is where I would raise my kids. You know, diversity is so important for me personally. And I just really feel blessed to live here. I live in a great neighborhood. I feel very safe, and I love it here. I remember when I was in a musical in 1987 when I was in high school of the performing arts in Washington, D.C. called the Duke Ellington School of the Arts. I went to high school with Dave Chappelle, by the way, who's brilliant. So I sang this song in Bubble and Brown Sugar called Harlem Makes Me Feel. And I never would have imagined that I would end up living here all these years later, but I love it. I mean, I lived downtown in the East Village for many years, but it's changed a lot, and I found a great space. And knock on wood, I'm still here, you know.
Is a lovely cat there, Africa Grace Jones?
Africa Grace Jones, yes.
Koby's got the most
she's an animal.
Beautiful black cat.
She's really, she's grown on me. At first it was, you know, it was challenging, but now we're madly in love. So I've had her for 3 years, almost 3 years.
So how's New York changed pre-COVID? You know, obviously, like London's been gentrified a lot, and what do you think it's going to be like out of COVID, out of lockdown?
Well, I think that people are ready to go back to work. People are ready to start performing again. I mean, I haven't been on stage in a year, and for me, that's really hard because that's what I do. I love to perform. It makes me happy to move people. And it's important for me, for my psyche, to continue doing what I've always done, and that's be on stage, you know, because that's what makes me happy. I sing for myself mostly, you know, because it gives me joy. So I really miss being on stage, and I miss performing, I miss singing. And, you know, I'm a makeup artist as well, so I haven't worked in a year because no one's getting their makeup done with a mask on, you know. So I might have to learn to do something else, which is fine, you know. I've had to learn so many things in my life, and I'm open to, you know, maybe I'll be a receptionist for a cute doctor. Who knows?
So let's.
I'm actually missing being a creative makeup artist, and I'm probably gonna go back into that. But
Talking
yeah.
of makeup.
Music and makeup.
Talking of makeup artists, I want to say a big shout out, even though he's not on Instagram, to the wonderful Den Vetter.
Yes.
And all the lovely friends, New York friends who came and saw you. So you're talking Denise,
Marsha.
Salika. Oh, Marsha, I love Marsha. Denise, Salika, Marsha, your lovely friend Dawn, my
Don D.
my friend Nestor, who's a big admirer of yours, who unfortunately couldn't make the show, and everybody. So you know, you always get a good turnout coming to support you, and me coming from London.
Yes. Blessings.
All right.
It's so weird that I can't hear you.
Really, I can hear you loud and clear. It's very strange. I'm gonna put one of your original songs. So Vogue is.
Should I click back on so I could hear you?
Yeah.
Rejoin? Okay.
So we're having a bit of technical difficulties with the sound. Hi, Diane. Hi, Danji220. Thank you for joining the lovely Bev, Rochelle, Kuznikova. There we go. So let's see. I'm going to send him a request again. So I'm going to play one of Kobe's original songs. He'll introduce the song. It's a fantastic song. Let's see if it's worked.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Great.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice and butch. I must
What
say,
up, bitch? How you doing?
everyone compliments me about my eyebrows. Your eyebrows are insane. They're so incredible.
Thank you.
All natural?
Of course not.
Mine are, but they're not as fabulous as yours. I loved it. Oh dear, I keep it together, Terry. Okay, so you also a songwriter. I know I've played a couple of loads of songs that you know that you've covered, and you sent me an amazing. Well, actually, when I saw you perform live, you did the Bee Gees classic to love somebody, which was great. And you've done you're a big fan of George Michael, like myself. You've done a great version, a rehearsal version, I said again, of Freedom. That's just a cappella, which is great. But I want to play one of your own songs.
Okay.
And like you say, you've been busy writing scripts, and you writing songs as well. So eagerly, awaiting. Hopefully, Countess Alex is introduce you to Uncle Phil. So maybe you can collaborate with him. He's an incredible.
Well, I'm gonna collaborate with her because we're gonna write songs together.
Ow.
I'm just such a fan of her.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love her brilliant voice, and she's a great singer. She reminds me of Annie Lennox with a little bit of just a great singer. She's a great singer, and she's just brilliant. I'm obsessed with her.
Countess Alex Zapak. She's known as the Countess. Incredible all-round artist. She's a fantastic filmmaker, makes films, artist, singer, performer. I went and saw her. We had some mutual friends, and then I was just curious to go and see her perform. And I went and saw her, and she had a couple of dances with her. I was just blown out of my mind. And she said to me, I saw you in the audience, and you looked interesting, and I was performing for you, and I totally got it. And then we became, over time, like with you, we became great friends. And I know you've been chatting with her, and I'm so happy that you guys are going to collaborate. And I can't wait. Yes. Hopefully, you guys are going to do a show together in New York. That would be amazing.
Absolutely. She's phenomenal. I'm so honored to know her. You introduced me to her.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Anything for you. So this is one of your songs. It's called Vogue is My Religion. They had this fantastic show called Pose, and I would have been perfect for that. But you never know. Maybe season 3, season 4. So tell me about the inspiration.
There is no season 4. They just filmed the last episode of Pose last week. No. I would have loved to have had it on Pose. It would have been perfect. But the destiny of the song is continuous. I mean, I'm so proud of that song.
They're not doing another series?
They're doing one more season. Last season, the 3rd season. It's only going to be 3 seasons.
Oh, no. Anyway, if you haven't watched it, it's called Pose. It's set in the 80s. Clubland. Well, it's set in the Vogue houses of New York City. And lots of interesting characters, and most of them are trans. And the story's amazing.
It's a groundbreaking, trailblazing series about the late 80s, early 90s, about the AIDS pandemic, about transgenders, about the voguing houses. It's just really, it's just such a phenomenal TV series. I know some of the people, some of the producers, some of the writers. Jose Extravaganza, who's in my Vogue is My Religion video, is featured in it many times as a judge at the balls. And you know, he was in the Madonna videos. He was on tour with her. He's just a beautiful gazelle, a ballerina, and a genius.
I love that.
And I was so blown away that he was in my video. You know what I mean? So
let's play your song.
Vogue is My Religion. Vogue is My Religion was #1 in Greece, which I'm really proud of. And I just love that song. I'm really proud of it. And I'm going to continue putting it out. New mixes, new versions. The message is timeless. And, you know, I want to leave something like that on this planet before I leave it. So I'm really proud that I did that with this song.
Okay, so this is original song by Koehl featuring Extravaganza. What's his? Jose
Extravaganza, the one and only. Are you showing the video?
We can.
Or what version are you playing?
I don't know. I was just going to play the song.
Okay, I'll tell you what version it is.
Oh no,
we did the mix.
No, this is. I'll play the original version, the official music version. Let's see if we can. What's happened?
I would play the Adam Joseph mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get it. I cannot find it. Okay, let me turn.
It's there.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, I just got to turn the speaker on. Sorry. Let's rewind. So this is Koehl, Vogue is My Religion, Adam Joseph mix.
Yes, brilliant, Adam Joseph.
Come on, what's going on?
Color, creed, and sexuality, race, religion, and high society. But if we were made in his image, don't call us out our names, cause he would be ashamed. Cause it's unthankful. God loves all his children. They come in.
Amen to that.
Oh, we love our children. We go on teaching them to hate. Vogue is my religion. It brings them to the floor. Vogue is my religion. Who could ask for anything more? Vogue is my religion. It brings them to the floor. Vogue is my religion. Who could ask for anything more? Vogue is my religion. It brings them to the floor. Vogue is my religion. Who could ask for anything more? Vogue is my religion. Color, creed, and sexuality. Pray for peace and reciprocity. But if we were made in his image, then they are one of us. In brotherhood we trust, cause it's all faithful. God loves all his children. They come in every size. Oh, we love our children. We don't stop to
So that's the Adam Joseph mix of the original song Vogue is My Religion by the wonderful Koehl. So
thank you so much.
let's talk about collaborators. Because I'm really trying hard to hook you up with David Arnold, and I have to get him at the right time. So he's the guy who's one of the best orchestral producers. He's done a lot of the James Bond themes, and I think you would, you know, kill a ballad with the right song, with a producer like David Arnold. So I know he answers his emails in the morning, so I'll have to get time to like compose a really good one and send him a couple of really good videos as well. So I'm on that one.
I appreciate it.
But anyone else, like, or what about dance producers? I know you've had loads of DJs mix your stuff. Is anyone in UK, US that you'd like to collaborate with?
You know, who doesn't want to work with Quincy Jones or Nile Rodgers? I mean, these are dream producers, right? These are the people that we aspire to work with. They're definitely on the top of my list. You know, there's B. Slade, who's a phenomenal singer, brilliant, one of the greats.
Oh yeah,
He's
you've played me him, yeah.
I mean, the range on that kid is just phenomenal. He's just beyond. He sings with Patti LaBelle on tour. I mean, he's that amazing. You're gonna sing with Patti, you better motherfucking sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he can really blow. And you know, there's Adam Joseph is a great producer. He's doing a lot of stuff for Drag Race right now. He did the mix for Vogue Is My Religion. He also did a mix for me years ago for a song called Motherfucker that I did, and he also did a version of Wicked Game as well. He did
Oh yes, thanks for reminding me that we could play that too before we go. But yeah, okay. And what about
so, you know, but definitely I'd say Nile Rodgers and Quincy Jones are on the top of my list.
Still producing? I don't know if he's still producing it. I mean, what a legend.
Yeah, he's producing and managing people. He's managing this incredible singer, Shalea, you've never heard anything like it. It's just beyond comprehension and talent. I mean, she's like a Whitney Houston, you know, like a Shaka Khan, you know, the kind of voices that you don't hear anymore because everything's so overly produced and sped up, or, you know, auto-tuned today.
A tough question. Shaka, Whitney, or Mariah?
Wow, that's a tough.
It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, all fantastic in their own right.
I'm going to say Whitney probably because she sang from the soul. You know, it's not just acrobatics. It's feeling, it's emotion. You know, she sang in the church, and to me, gospel music is my favorite type of music. I love singing and listening to old school, you know, gospel music from the church. Even though I'm Jewish, I listen to hours and hours of praising Jesus. You know, Jesus was Jewish.
Yes.
And I just love gospel music. So I think really, I'd say Whitney and Shaka. Even though I loved Mariah when she came out, the first 3 albums were, you know, I knew every song by heart.
Talking of gospel,
she's one of the greatest songwriters around. I mean, all her songs, you know, she's had more hits, I think, than anybody. And also, by the way, I definitely would love to work with Madonna. I mean, what gay guy doesn't want to work with Madonna? I'll wipe her ass and tie her shoes or do her makeup or sing a duet, whatever she wants. That's definitely my goal.
Okay.
But, you know, it's outrageous. He's never going to work with me. I'm not young enough.
So funny you should say that about gospel, because Chris and Grace Jones, you know, grew up. Their dad was a pastor. Their 2 brothers were pastors, and what was it called? The James something. He always goes on about this gospel, old school gospel group, James something.
James Cleveland?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I listened to some of it. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, gospel music, you know, Aretha Franklin, by the way, let's not forget Aretha Franklin, one of the greatest singers of all time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a guy who loves women singers, basically. I love women singers. And all the greats started in the church, all the greats that I am inspired by, including Nina Simone. She started in church. So, yeah, don't forget Aretha Franklin. Anita Baker, right? Anita Baker.
A lot of people love Anita Baker, but, you know, obviously we both love Amy. But have you heard this new UK singer called Celeste? She is really something. Celest.
I actually have. She is amazing. I think Elton John was talking to her recently, and I saw something about her. You know, he's got his finger on the pulse, Mr. Elton John.
He does.
He knows what's hot.
Birthday. It was a few days ago.
Yeah. David Furness is a very sweet guy too, by the way. He's been nice to me on Instagram and stuff. So they're just wonderful people, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
and
do a lot
like you
for.
say, Sir Elton is so supportive of artists. You know, and it's great
He is.
when a major star or someone who's really successful gives something back. And you know, you haven't reached those levels yet, and hopefully you will one day. But you're amazing. You know, you're really supportive of other artists as well. That's what I love. Another thing that I love about you
Well,
as well.
I love brilliant talent. You know, I
Yeah,
love brilliant talent. I love people who are just brilliant at what they do. Like my friend Scenario is a great talent.
I
He's
love
one of the.
Scenario. He's a unique talent, very unique talent. That's why
I mean,
I miss about New York, because you know I've lived in London other than 2 years in Australia and stuff. Um, I've lived here and it's a fabulous city, but I love New York. I always, you know, first time I went to New York was early 80s, and then I went to 85. I went to see Duran Duran at Madison Square Gardens with Eurasia supporting. Went to see Eurasia, but I'm sort of bigger Duran fan now. And I always had that fascination with New York, and you know, from the clubs to the concerts. You know, I know you like him as well. I saw that. Can't remember the name of it. It begins with a B. In Manhattan, I saw the wonderful Corey Glover from Living Color sing like for $20 or $15. He's a Grammy award-winning singer. And
He's a brilliant
oh,
singer.
and he can sing anything. And again,
Yeah, he's brilliant.
church inspired. I think one of his,
Yeah,
maybe his dad or brother. I think maybe his dad was a pastor as well. You know, so yeah, coming from church is a really good education. And you know, what
absolutely.
you should come to me. One time we should go to LA together, and we should go to Pastor Noel Jones. That's Grace's older brother.
Love to.
And it's like a gospel choir. So before he actually,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter
it's not.
whether you know whatever faith you are, because I'm a Jew boo. I was born Jewish and now I'm Buddhist. But you know, I went there. Everybody in the church made me feel so welcome. And then, like I say, there's live band, amazing singers, and that, you know, before, you know, sort of like a half an hour, 20-minute concert, and then the most inspiring sermon from such a highly intelligent, wonderful man. And it, you know, like I said, no matter what religion or background you're from, you cannot help but being inspired by his sermon and his
Well, the
wise
spirit
words.
moves you regardless of your religion, right? The spirit of God, the spirit
Absolutely.
of greatness, regardless. And you can go to a you can go to a Buddhist temple and still feel moved by it. You
Absolutely.
know, that's why I'm so open to other religions, and because everything moves me in one way or another. You know what I mean? I think it's beautiful. I love listening to different chants from other religions, like a lot of Indian, Buddhist kind of things. You know who does it? Sally Kellerman. She's on Facebook, and she does it every day. She chants for an hour, and I love listening to it, and
Okay.
it calms me down a little bit. So yeah, I'm open to all of it. I love being moved.
Well, we should go. Actually, I should play your stuff to Pastor Noel, because he's a massive fan of music, and it's, you know, I'm planning to go to New York, New Jersey, and then LA. So once I leave you guys and you cry my eyes out to go to LA, I'll definitely take some of your music with me to him. Okay, I want to.
No, I lived in LA before I moved to New York in 1989, and I just wasn't an LA person. I don't want to sit in my car for an hour to get to the grocery store. You know what I mean? I was just always drawn to New York City, and I just wanted to be here my whole life, and this is where I came basically.
And I want to be there
never left.
for the rest of my life. I want to move there.
It's a very special place.
It is.
It really
is. Yeah.
I love New York. You ever that song?
I want to play. So I want to play. This is the last song I'm going to play of yours. We've got about 7 or 8 minutes left. This is "Wicked Game" by Chris Isaak, which was a massive hit in, I think, 1987, and it's completely different. And that's why.
Was it 1987? Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like 1989 or 1990?
Oh, actually, you're right. It's 1990. Yes.
Which was 30 years ago. Can you believe that shit? I mean.
And he was such a handsome
like
guy with the quiff, and
he still is.
yeah, he still
is.
Right? Yes. And yeah, what I love about it is just so completely different to the original. So I'm going to play it now. Is it?
I recorded this version of Wicked Game in my friend's basement as just as a fun thing, and it ended up being pretty good. I mean, people love this version. So if people love it, I'm happy.
Hold on, let me see.
It's if you do a cover of a song and people like it, it's a compliment.
Absolutely. And you make
because it really belongs to Chris Isaac.
Has he ever heard it, do you know?
So,
Has he ever heard it, do you know?
I don't think so.
Hi, John. How you doing? Okay, so this is Wicked Game by Koehl.
The world was on fire.
Let's rewind. Sorry, you have to get the beginning. Here we go. And the videos on YouTube and the great images that Kobe's chosen. I'm seeing Grace Jones now, David Bowie, Madonna, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. Yeah, all these amazing artists we all love.
And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you.
Turn it down a little bit.
And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. And I don't wanna fall in love. This love is only gonna break your heart. And I wanna fall in love with you.
I forgot it. It's pretty good.
Sorry?
I forgot about it. It's pretty good.
So let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. To make me dream of you. No, I wanna fall in love.
You should release it.
I don't have the master.
Oh, okay. And all the backing vocals by you. Beautiful. You should do that in your live set, you know.
I have.
Not when I've seen you.
Did you hear the gospel thing at the end?
Yes, yes.
Inspired by the gospel.
I want to also say a big shout out, and I haven't spoken to her for a while. And I know you adore her too. Is my lovely friend Faye Hamilton. So big love to Faye. She's an incredible singer as well. Yeah. So this has been so much fun, and I love listening to your music. Hello, I am Valletta. How you doing? Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We've only got about 5 minutes left. So so people can find you on Instagram when you're not.
So the thing about 4 years of Trump, I've been thrown off of every social media platform because I have a big mouth, and I'm anti-fascist. And I had to start a new Instagram, a new Facebook page. After 12 years on Facebook, I had 5,000 friends. Now I have 2. But you know, I won't be silenced. I'm a taxpayer, God damn it. And so yeah, find me on Instagram, Koehl 2 and Klein 2, and then Facebook, Koehl, and YouTube. YouTube's my best friend.
YouTube is where you have most of your incredible videos, your live videos.
And recently, I've added a lot of stuff that I did in the '90s. some of my live performances that I did in the 90s when I first started out in New York. And I've recently found them and uploaded them. So, you know, you could see the whole history of my performing live in New York for the last 20 years. And you see the evolution, you know, the confidence, the growth. And I think it's pretty amazing. I'm kind of proud of myself.
I'm very proud of you too. So, hello, I am Valletta said, all is good, but COVID boring. Yeah, it is boring. So, you know, I've luckily had the vaccine. I've had one. I was
I haven't. I can't get vaccinated. I can't get vaccinated. I'm online. It's like waiting for a Grace Jones concert.
whenever that will be.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I want you to come and see the family stand with me when I come to New York. So this is the wonderful Sandra St. Victor and the two Peter Lord and V. Jeffrey Smith. They had a big hit in the UK called Ghetto Heaven, and they're going to be doing the second album, which is Moon and Scorpio, which is an absolute masterpiece. It's kind of rock. They're mostly a rock band, black rock band, jazz, soul, and Sandra's got the most amazing voice. So they're going to be rescheduling, and I'm definitely coming. I've scheduled to go and meet this footballer that I like, but if it clashes, there's no, you know, I'm definitely coming to New York. So I want you to come and see Sandra perform, because I had what I love about New York too, in Brooklyn they had like a free festival. So I saw Big Daddy Kane, who's this big hip hop
yeah, I know who he is.
right? And you had the wonderful Nona Hendrix, who's one of my favorite. You talk about Patti LaBelle.
It was her festival.
I love.
Wasn't it her festival? It was her festival, the Nona Hendrix Festival. She was the curator of that festival, I believe.
I'm not sure. Maybe. I think it was for a radio station. But anyway, so she was performing. I'm going to post some videos. I took some really good footage of that. The vibe was so amazing. I probably was one of the very few white people in the audience, but it didn't matter. The vibe was amazing. Everyone was dancing. I was filming all these voguers and this amazing woman dancing. And she had the most amazing band. Nona. So Etienne was on keyboards. I got to meet him afterwards, and Frank Kiki and Sandra St. Victor from the family stand was in the audience. So I kind of like went and said hello to her. We become friends, and that's what I love about Nona Hendrix. I mean, I know you love Patti and all these other, but she's such a great activist as well.
She actually is. And she does a lot for musicians. You know, she's very. She actually supports a lot of upcoming artists as well, which I really I admire,
especially as well.
Yeah,
and she's and LGBTQI rights and everything. So she's a total legend. She was originally in LaBelle with Patti LaBelle. And, what was the other lady? She's
Sarah. Wasn't it?
Sarah, yeah, Sarah something, but amazing singer.
Sarah something.
So that's why I love New York, because
Sarah Dash. Is it Sarah Dash?
Right. So New York got a lot. Most of my favorite musicians. You got Living Colour. You got Family Stand. You got Coby, Nona Hendrix. So you know, I want to go to Joe's Pub. That's another famous place that I've never been.
It's a great place.
And we got to go to the Apollo together. When there's a good,
I would love.
You want to, because that was, for me. I mean, I'll be as a child watching some of the James Brown, and you see all these amazing soul performers, and then actually you go inside, and it's not actually that big, and it's quite small and intimate. And again, I saw a James Brown "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud" tribute concert, and he had Lisa Fisher and Nona Hendrix. Or Fred Wiz, all these guys.
Lisa Fisher, what a great singer, Lisa Fisher.
Amazing.
I mean, untouchable. Yeah.
First time.
And look, somebody like Lisa Fisher, who's so extraordinary and so phenomenal, and the voice is just beyond. You know, this is the kind of woman who should have #1 hit records. Obviously.
Absolutely. Well, she did. She had big hits back in the day when she first started.
She had one big hit called "How Do I Ease the Pain," but she's done incredible stuff since. You know.
Marsha just sent me a kiss emoji. So
I love you, Marsha.
So it's weird. We had a mutual friend. I've known Marsha for nearly 20 something years from London. Then she moved with her husband Slim to New York, and then So anyway, I've got to go. It's 20 to 10. I think the hour's up. That I could talk to you for hours, Kobe, and we'll speak.
Love you, darling. Thank you for the love and support.
Always, always. Thank you for the UK Tastemaker.
Of course. You earned it.
So thank you to everybody who watched. Big love to you, Frank. Happy birthday. I'll try and call you.
Happy birthday, Frank.
And thank you for everyone for watching and all your support. And check out Kobe, all his amazing music and videos on YouTube. He's on Instagram.
And SoundCloud.
And
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud too. All right. Lots of love, darling.
Love you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, sorry, Miss Pookie, the first candy. We're just finishing up now, but I'm going to put it on my Instagram TV, and I'll share it with Kobe, and then he can share it too. So thank you. It's an absolute honor and pleasure, as always. And
don't forget to send it to me. I'd like to have a copy of it.
Send it to you right now. You know.
Thanks, kids.
All right.
Don't forget the sound check sessions. Nina Simone tribute.
Yeah.
Coming out soon.
Yes, and I'll post them on Facebook as well when Kobe edits a few more. In the Dark, I'll post later today as well. All right. Lots of.
Thank you so much, darling.
Bye.